Hi, it was Derek here. Talking to famous people. I want to talk about this thing. Explicit, I'm going to try to find more videos to respond to that are not my own. Try to respond to a bunch of videos. That's a good idea. I probably won't do it tonight. I'm so tired. I just need to go to sleep. Anyway, this video has been a shocking, consistent performer. 1,700 views. Steady, Chinese people and Taiwanese people going back and forth about it. Except Chinese people are all fucking idiots. This goes to show you what brainwashing does. So, anyway, they all say the same stupid thing. They all make the same argument. You can't judge China. America does just as bad stuff. Like this guy just put it 47 minutes ago. Her idea is not deep and she fails to justify China. She should make self-interest based American. No, that all of that's me. I'm self-interest based American. I have been bestowed another title. I've been bestowed another title. I didn't realize that until just now. I'm self-interest based American. Well, that's a little bit of a cumbersome title. Sibba. I'm Sibba. Well, anyway, self-interest based American. Know that all of it, good or bad, is based on the results of World War II and Cold War, which is America's own work. Reap what you sow. Well, fine, but as I say here in response, no, dude, the point is that I'm critiquing the behavior of both countries. I say that all countries should adhere to a simple, single standard ethical behavior. I spend much more time criticizing my own country than I do critiquing China. You're just brainwashed. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but you are. And it's true, they're brainwashed. I'm fucking this person here. Complete idiot. Chinese guy and desperately obsessed with nonsense. So, but here's the point I'm making. I'm really gonna make the video. I wanted to read this comment out loud. Say to him, you seem not to understand what's being debated here. This isn't China good, China bad. It's not U.S. good, U.S. bad. Here are the points being discussed. Is China's claim on Taiwan legitimate? 1A. If China's attempt to force Taiwan to submit to China's rule becomes physically threatening and violent, what is the right response for the U.S.? My points answer the questions in dispute. You can say why my points are wrong as a way of responding if you can't think of any. If you can think of any. If you can't think of any, you should concede that your points are wrong. That's just how civilized discourse works. Neither disputant represents a side. Instead, both parties argue what's right or wrong, not caring about whether the country being judged is China or the U.S., and try to find the strongest arguments so they can know the truth. China's aggression against Taiwan is not justified, and the U.S. should explicitly recognize Taiwan as an independent nation and an ally and make clear treaty arrangements in which the U.S. will fight alongside Taiwan to reject the Chinese attempt to take over Taiwan. My point is that Taiwan is more free than China, that in Taiwan people can protest and criticize the government, and thus if China must be ruled by just one government, the government of Taiwan is clearly preferable. I'm talking about how things are now and what we ought to do. Okay? Do you see how your points about the past don't have anything to do with what we are talking about? In China, they used to bind women's feet. It was awful, but it's not a reason for or against doing something now. Describing previous bad acts does not allow us to know anything about what the right thing to do now is because previous bad acts aren't relevant in what the right thing to do now is. Get it? So, this is important. Obviously, previous bad acts may be a decision and the need to take action, but if it's truly a previous bad act, then it means it's not just happened recently. It means it's already been dealt with. It's a long time ago, right? You can't factor shit like that into current things for justifications. It's insane. The people who did those things are dead. Only individuals can take moral actions. Or at least only individuals can be meaningfully culpable for moral actions. A corporation may lose money, but the only harms done are those done to people, right? There's no way to harm a piece of paper, no way to harm a legal fiction. Anyhow, this is Chinese people who watch this video. Try to open your eyes a little bit. You're brainwashed.